In this video, I'm going to be showcasing a map of a world we have been working on for a while. The name of the map is Seaport because that was the first city made, but there are two other cities I will show. I would also like to say that I was not the only person to create this. There were two other people who contributed about a third of the work. Let's get into it. So we start off in the city of Seaport, as you can see. And it's a very big and beautiful city. It's actually sunken in the ground. So this is the first house that was created. And then over here is the farm building, which was created by Indigo Octopus. And this is the bank created by Brass Platypus. The farm building is a very pretty building that it's one of my favorites for sure. A restaurant, here's some houses, a garden, a school, here's the bank, the nether portal used for travel, that's a little house. There's 2 layers of streets, which is interesting. The restaurant, so that is the grocery store, and this is an apartment, this is a library, this is an apartment. Down this street is actually my house. So most of the buildings with blue roofs were built by me. Like, you know, the prismarine roofs, dark prismarine. That was the prison. So, see how there are 2 layers of streets. College, it's not finished yet though. This is the hospital. It's also where, when on survival, we get most of our trees from. This is the mall. It's not fully furnished in all the shops. This is also the courthouse. So this apartment building I quite like because of its roundness. This is a cafe, a bookstore, this is a bakery, that's the school, this is a pet store. This is the neighborhood where a lot of people live. This is for more of the wealthier people. As you can see, there's just little touches of when we were on survival. This is a apartment building that Indigo Octopus built, the one with squares, as you can see. The farm building was one of the first buildings built. It's a gorgeous building. This is a little, like, fish pier, a bed store. Over here is the aquarium. This was one of the first buildings we used bubble elevators in. Over here is more of the grocery store. It actually still has some of the pricing signs. Here is the harbor. And then we fly over here a good bit to get to the other city of Versta. So here is Versta. It is the capital of a communist country, where Seaport was democratic. So here is the harbor. This is like a little neighborhood. And then over here is the church. Down here is a spider farm. This was actually, for the most part, built on survival. The spawner was put in, though, on creative. Here is a empty store. This is the sugarcane farm. It is automatic. This is the Capitol building, which we will get to later. This is a bee farm. This is apartments up here. So here's a little house. And then over here is a bamboo farm. As you can see, it's all automatic. This was one of the first buildings to be created, like the second or third-ish. Here is an apartment desk, and then more apartments. They go upstairs and downstairs. And then up here's quite crowded. They seem to congregate in some spaces. And then over here is the concrete maker. This was like legitimately the first thing made. And then down over here is more houses. A few more houses. And then if you come down here, there is like a little garden. This was built by Indigo Octopus. So like there's a shop, there's a house. This is where like a lot of the fancy people in the city would live. There is another house. And then here is the first house. This was originally my house when I came to sell on the island. And it is like the second thing built after the concrete maker. And then here's the farm building. You can see definitely touches of when we were on survival from it. And this building, actually, the library part of the Capitol, was built next to the farm building as a separate building and then added into the Capitol. Basically, the Capitol was built around it. Over here is the courtroom, and up here is the stairwell. On the second floor is offices, and on the third floor is storage. And then on the fourth floor, it's just gardens and like seating areas, you know, the places that you'd have lunch. We go over here, and there are some more houses. This is a nice little row of houses hidden under the ground. And this is the creeper farm, the mall, a garden, and then the museum, and a house. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment.